Hi, 17 people.
What the hell? Who was just talking about 17 people?
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
What do you
17
guys have
people. Hush
going
up,
on
I'm
for
jumping.
tonight? I know it's Friday. A lot of people like to
It's
turn up for
Friday.
nothing.
Motherfuckers out there snorting yurt, Percocets, and motherfuckers snorting cocaine. Motherfucker, it's Friday, boy. Motherfuckers out there dating one of their family members right now. Yep. You say all the uncomfortable stuff. It's Friday. You know how many people, professional alcoholics, and
Mm-hmm.
they finna go outside and have a blackout in the next 20 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people are functional addicts?
Well,
I said, but
obviously,
none
y'all
of it
seen that the
is gonna
topic
show up
says selfish,
eventually for you.
ungrateful people in 2026. And make sure
That's
y'all get the
crazy.
likes up on this stream. What's up,
Mm-hmm.
Heaven? Yeah, we got a bunch
Yeah.
of selfish, ungrateful people out here. People
Mm-hmm.
that got jobs and stuff like that. These
Like
be the
the other
same people that'll
person,
call you lazy because
like
you
the
don't
other
have a job.
person that's in my life outside of little bro. They so selfish. They won't even say nothing. Selfish.
People
What
are
they be say?
people are so selfish that they don't even value their own life. Like real talk, you don't even appreciate being alive every single day. You know,
That's
do
crazy.
y'all not know how many people did not get an opportunity to wake up today? Like seriously. It's no joke. No joke about it. They didn't get a chance to wake up. And I know y'all probably hear that a lot. Oh, yeah, I hear that a lot. Yeah. People didn't get a chance to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, do you not, if you really listen to those words and break it down and apply it to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you would value your life. Real talk. You have to really think deeply about it. It's deep thinking, and it shouldn't even be that deep because it took me a while, y'all, to it took me a very long time, probably to my mid 20s, to realize that my life matters. I'm grateful. The biggest gift. What are you doing? Oh, the biggest gift is to be able to wake up and open your eyes. Mm-hmm. My husband is live on his channel as well. Um, so anyway, like I was saying, people they don't value their lives.
Alright,
They are
slide to
so
my
ungrateful,
wife channel.
so selfish. Um,
Ain't nobody. There's 4 people in here.
and
But
then these
y'all
people
other
be
people in
having
here,
jobs.
they
Do y'all
feel
not know how
special.
many
Help
people
them
out
out,
here is
man.
unemployed
Little bro, slide to my
that can't
wife
even get a
channel.
job, bro? And it ain't even their fault. It's the America. Look at the country that we're living in. And as time goes on, it's gonna be harder and harder and harder to get a job. You know, it's gonna be harder for you to get hired into a company. So you better cherish every moment of having the job that you have right now because once they get rid of you, you already know that they're replacing you. You already know that they're gonna replace you. With the robot. I mean, look at what they doing now.
Yeah,
You said I have Cash App. That's huh?
alright, bet.
I got Cash App too. Be real, JB. And that is my Cash App that's pinned below. So if you want to donate, you know, and help out the channel, I really would appreciate it. Appreciate it. Talking about that. My husband is party pooping, bro. What? Be real, JB. You saying you gonna send 80. Um, I'm gonna just say this. If you do, I would appreciate it. I don't know, like, if you playing games or whatever, but yeah, I'll appreciate anybody that wants to donate to the Cash App. It's pinned below. I don't care if it's $1. I appreciate you. Um, Jonah, what's up, bro? Welcome. Yeah, just lay down and go to sleep. Um,
So what?
yeah, sitting up there dozing off.
You dozing off too.
What's up, Michael? Um, why you mad because I won't show my face?
We talking about show. We talking about show your fucking face now. Daddy TV.
Y'all know what's funny.
You was gonna beat your ass on your own live
Y'all
stream.
know what's funny. Sometimes I intentionally keep my camera off because I know it's gonna make people leave. I know it's gonna make them mad because they don't. People just weird like
People out
that.
here breaking their phones.
Breaking their phones, getting mad because you won't come on camera. How is she live? She's not showing anything.
Fucking face. I want chicken fingers.
I want to see your face.
Reveal yourself. Spartacus.
Bro, if you don't go look at my other live streams, you can see my face as much as you want to see it.
Reveal your fucking face.
Exactly, Jonah. They look, but they don't listen. See, that's what I was telling my husband earlier. I was like, man, just turn your camera off because they don't care about what you talking about. They want to look at your background. Like people is so weird. They want to
Nah,
look at
fuck that. I'm gonna make you look at. Look at me, motherfucker. She got a turn. So she got a turn. She
be
got
quiet and go to sleep.
Don't worry
This
about
man
me.
is up here dozing off
She
and
already went to sleep, y'all, earlier. Yep.
who you
I'm
about to
finna his
call?
ass.
I don't who is do you
I'm
know who
finna prank
JB
call
is?
his ass. Yep.
You do?
Prank call his ass. I'm finna call him right now. Don't even trip. We finna have fun tonight, y'all. Y'all ready?
But why would you want me to call you for $80? Be real.
Sleepy as hell.
Like why?
Got you.
My videos is not AI, Tahir. What the heck?
Careful. Remember,
What videos are you talking about?
they don't want the answer. They want the reaction. Fall for that shit if you want.
Nah, I'm just I know see look,
See that?
I know these people be trolling sometimes.
They not trolling. They really slow.
Mhm.
They not trolling.
Got me
They
mixed up with
want the
somebody else
sauce.
talking about some AI. Why is almost all your videos AI live?
Right?
Are you talking about are you talking about
You talking about a girl. That's a grown ass woman, brother.
I mean, let me be honest with you. I know a lot of people pronounce names. Look, my last name gets pronounced wrong a lot, and it is
My
annoying.
first name get pronounced wrong. You know my first name. It's
How is
not
your
wrong.
I was about to say, how is your first name pronounced
My
wrong?
name is not wrong.
You know, people even pronounce my first name wrong, and I don't even understand how. It's got to be one of the simplest names on earth, but um I'm just like when I look at someone's name and I know I can't pronounce it, I'll be like, I am so sorry. Just Please, if I said that right, you know, because people will literally say your name and mispronounce it and not even give a damn. Exactly. AI ain't this smart. Shaim says, repent and turn away from sin and accept Jesus Christ. You know what's crazy? Like, people keep putting this in the chat, and this is no disrespect to the Most High because, you know, Jesus does love me. But people really be doing this and they come in these live streams and they keep reposting the same stuff intentionally because soon as you try to bring it to their attention, like, could you stop posting it? They'll try to make it seem like you a demon or something, you know?
That's a real motherfucking creep.
Dude, the real JB, you just answered the phone. What, I'm trying to see, look, why would you give your, okay. You could send the $80 though. That would be great.
Boy, y'all niggas be giving her money to these women. You finna send her $80 and I'm laying right next to her. Good job, bro.
What do you have? Sweet chili pepper flavored Doritos? Dude, I don't know. I don't.
That's a damn child.
Okay, uh, child or whatever, whoever you are. Um, but y'all getting me off the subject. What was I talking about? Yeah, the selfish people. These people got jobs, and then a lot of them are financially stable. Financially stable
Financially
demons.
mentally struggling.
Right, exactly. Financially stable and mentally struggling. You know, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she told me, she said, Mom, the kids in here, other kids in here, they be making fun of me because I don't know how to pronounce my words better than them. I said, well, that's because your situation is different from theirs, but the thing about it is, you know, yo, the wisdom that you have is greater than theirs, you know? And I'm gonna just say that because they have no wisdom. A lot of those kids, they don't have any wisdom, man. They go through what they go through and they turn up on you and they end up in juvie or end up in a psychiatric hospital, you know? Their parents don't care about them like how your parents care about you. So forget what they saying, forget what they talking about. A lot of them, she said, they be talking about what I have on. Yeah, that's because a lot of them, they're ungrateful. A bunch of children, a bunch of ungrateful children who get whatever they want at the same time. You said W parents, I'm trying to be like y'all. For sure. No. See, the thing is, people fail to realize, you know, let me tell y'all what I was telling my husband earlier. I said people can talk all day and run their mouth all day and say, "Oh well, y'all dealing with DCFS. Y'all kids is in DCFS. You know, y'all dealing with CPS. Blah 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 blah. Yep, we've been dealing with them for 7 years. 7 years we have. See, this is what people fail to realize. They keep saying that, but they're not even opening their eyes and realizing that we've been caring for a child for 2.5 years straight, teaching her, training her up in a way that she can go, that she should go. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we got other children that is in the system that every time they get a chance to see us, we literally drop wisdom on them. Just like how we drop wisdom in our live streams, y'all. Y'all don't think we teaching our kids this? Our children are extremely intelligent. They in a system, but guess what? They extremely intelligent. And people be so surprised that it's like, dang, how is they kids in the system and they smart? How are they kids in the system and they kids still respect them? Like, Do y'all not know how many children is in foster care and they don't respect their parents? I'm just saying, you know, my children are and I'm not trying to say my children is better than anybody else's, but one thing I could say is people run their mouth a lot and they don't understand my situation. They don't understand our situation. They don't want to understand the situation because all they care about is what we going through. They don't dive deeper into it and say, but man, y'all kids are extremely respectful and smart though, you know? And I guarantee you they'll be out of this situation. I guarantee you they will. I can't say when it'll happen, but I know God'll let it happen. And I know that we ain't going nowhere as their parents. I know that we gonna continue to fight for them. That's the thing. Y'all sit here and y'all do all that talking, but it's parents that'll give up on their kids and leave them there in the system. You say I'm about to adopt three girls and I'm scared. No, no, no. Don't be scared because I was a young mother, okay? I had my first child at 18. I didn't know what I was doing, Jonah. I didn't even know how to be a mother. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know. I mean, I had an idea. I knew how to change diapers. I knew how to feed them, burp them. You know, um, this dude is really trying to freeze me right now. Oh goodness. Um, and is it on low? Is it turn it down low? He act like we live down south, dude. We live in the Midwest. It's freezing up here. Freezing. It's like 20 something degrees. He still need the fan and the air conditioners on. I don't understand how people can sleep underneath the air all night, even when it's cold outside. I can't sleep like that. I can't. And then I can't sleep with socks on. I don't see how people do that either. No, I can't sleep with socks on. It feels weird. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I just got completely off. Facts. I would literally wake up drenched in sweat. Be mad as ever too, Jonah. I be extremely pissed off when I wake up drenched in sweat. I be so mad. I'm like, oh my god, just turn the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the bed be soaking wet, just full of sweat. He be like, oh, it's okay. Nah, that's disgusting. I don't want to be sweaty as ever. But what was I saying? Yeah, people just they're ungrateful. They're ungrateful. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, don't be scared. Do not be scared because, like I said, from my experience, I was a young mother. I used to work at a daycare center before I even had a child, so I had an idea how to take care of kids. But it was the fact that I was about to be a mom, to a child, and I was still, in my senior year of high school. Once I was done with school, I became even better at being a mom. Like as the time went on, I became better. I knew how to shop for her and all that stuff. Because it was like little simple stuff that I kind of didn't really know how to do. You know, and then let's fast forward because 2 years later, I ended up being a mom again to another child. You know, and then let's fast forward from that. 3 years later, I ended up being a mom again. So I was a young single mother. And they all three had the same father. So I know some of y'all probably like, oh, she must have had different baby daddies. Nope, they all three had the same father. But things happened between us and didn't work out. So I ended up taking care of all three of them alone by myself. And when I tell you, like, I thought it was gonna be extremely hard. At times it was, but all you got to do is just put them on a schedule. Put them on the schedule. I'm telling you. I don't know how old the girls are, Jonah, but if they're young in age, I say put them on the schedule. Create a schedule. Keep them on the schedule. At this time, you gotta create that inside of your house. At this time, this is the time that we wake up. We have breakfast. You brush your teeth at this time, take your showers, your bath, whatever. Schedule dinner, lunch at a certain time. Make sure you enroll them. If you plan on putting them in school, make sure you enroll them in a decent school, in a decent setting, you know. Or me personally, I prefer homeschooling because it's a lot of ignorant kids out here, you know. You said they made us wait a year to be eligible to adopt my wife's sister kids. A year? Well, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Do your thing, Jonah, because don't let those girls go into the system. My children are in the system right now. I got 5 children in the system. Trust me, you do not. The system is no place for these kids, man. I'm telling you, bruh. My kids be telling me horror stories of the foster homes that they've been in, even current foster homes they in. And it's an uphill battle. It is a fight. It is a fight to get them out. Trust me, they not strong enough. Um, Purple Groovy, what's up? You said good evening from St. Louis. Shout out to St. Louis. You said I just read an article about 17s, age 15, 14, 13, and 10 years old, and 2 stolen cars racing each other. This generation is crazy. Purple. I'm telling you, I'm just so grateful that we have very intelligent children that's being trained up correctly. And you know what? These foster parents, they can't take no credit. Don't take no credit. Don't sit here and say, "Oh yeah, it's our doing because we have you guys as children." No, it's our doing because we're their mother. I'm their mother and this is their father. And they gonna pick up those good traits from us, not from y'all. Y'all are not their blood. Real talk. Most importantly, they good because you want to know why they in God's hands. So even if these foster parents don't practice, you know, praying and stuff like that, and they don't believe in God, well, we do, and we pray for our children every single day. There is not a day that goes by that we don't pray for them because they are in a demonic system. We can't just lead them there and keep them trapped in there like that without praying for them. Real talk. These people really be trying to take the credit, making it seem. I mean, when we go to court, they literally would try to take the credit and say, yeah, and it's just sick how it is so sickening how they never want to hear from the bio parents in court, Jonah. I'm telling you now, they don't never want to hear from the bio parents in court. They never want to hear us. They don't want us speaking at all, but they will allow the foster parents on, let the foster parents speak, and let the foster parents sit here and take the credit though. Take the credit for how they're raising our children. Mind you, they know that we want to have a strong connection with our kids. They know that we want to maintain a strong, but they have these personal feelings towards us. Whatever it is, they despise us, they hate us, whatever. Obviously, it's because my child ain't yours, and I know that's exactly why you dislike me. But um, you know, they take the credit, and it's sickening. And I just want y'all to know, because I know that they be watching my channel too. By the way, they be stalking me. The whole courtroom stalks me. They all have my YouTube channel, and they keep sharing my YouTube link amongst one another, and they share it to the foster parents. And the foster parents sit behind the cameras all day watching me. Anytime I go live, whatever the case may be, they're watching me. If they ain't watching me, they watching my husband. And then they sending emails and stuff out talking about how we on our live talking about them. So since you want to do that, I'm here to tell you and let you know right now that stop taking the credit for having my child in your household, because my child is there temporarily. I don't care if you think you're gonna have my child till they turn 18. They're there temporarily, ma'am. Um, you said very young. 6 is the oldest. Oh yeah, put them on the schedule. On the schedule for sure. Telling you. No, no, no. You gotta understand, Jonah. I understand what they going through. You said they lost their mom. Man, that's crazy. So I can only imagine, the feelings that they have. I say give them some grace, take it easy on them, but teach them respect too. Don't let them disrespect you or your wife, which is their aunt. They gotta have respect for y'all. Just train them up in the way that they should go, man. For real. They need that guidance. They need God, and a lot of these kids need God in their life overall. Um, and you could do it, Jonah. Trust me, you strong, man. I know you can do it. If I did it, I know you can do it. And I'm standing here right now. This is coming from a person that had my first child at 18, and now here I am with 6 children, you know? And I'm still holding on. Still doing what I gotta do. Noah says, can you please pray for my grandma who recently changed her gender and started listening to Bad Bunny? What? I keep hearing about this Bad Bunny person, and I don't know who that is, honestly. I heard it's a man, but yeah, I don't know. Um, but Noah, pray for your granny, you know? I don't know if you for real or whatever, I don't know. Jonah, he said, their dad came up to me and said, you think I want these girls? Oh man, that is so sick, man. So his girlfriend killed their mom, and he had the audacity to say, "You think I want these girls?" Oh yeah, man. Please, man, whatever y'all do, please don't turn y'all backs on them girls. They need y'all. If y'all are all they got right now, please just take them in. They need y'all. Oh man, that's what's up, Jonah. You said you and my guy gave me the wisdom and the strength. Oh yeah, man, that's all we be trying. We be trying to help people because we were carnal minded, once upon a time. Extremely carnal minded. We used to do carnal minded things, you know. And all we really used to care was a carnal man till we realized how much it means to actually remain level headed and to stay positive. Because if you don't, you will self destruct. You will self destruct. If you don't stay positive through this life, man, if you don't stay at peace, if you don't keep God first and pray every day, I'm telling you, you will lose yourself out here mentally. Because a lot of people, their wrath upon them is their own flesh. A lot of people don't even know that the wrath that is upon them is their own thoughts. A lot of people don't even realize that the wrath that's upon them is to become mentally unstable. It's a lot of people that's roaming this earth that's mentally unstable, that's completely unconscious, completely unaware. They don't know anything about anything. And you want to know what's even worse? They don't want to learn. They don't want to change. They don't want the wisdom. They don't want it. But they get jealous of you because you got it. You know? They try to say you a Mr. or Mrs. Know It All. You think you know everything. It's not the fact that I think I know everything. It's the fact that I like to try to help people because I learned from what I went through. For real talk. And just because I'm trying to teach you, it doesn't mean that you're a child to me. It just means that I want you to be on the same team with me. You said I'll work 24/7 to support them. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever you do, whatever you do, don't overwork yourself though. I'm gonna tell you like this. Find a schedule that can fit you and your family best. And don't let no job treat you like you're not human. Don't let no job disrespect you. Don't let no job. I don't even know if you have a job now or not, but if you're working or you're not, whatever the case may be, don't let none of these employers disrespect you or your situation. Real talk. If you need time away and you need time off, please take that time away and take the time off for yourself. Because in order for you to be greater for those girls, Jonah, you gotta be greater for yourself. You know, you gotta have that strength in yourself to be able to support them. Um, Keep God first. Keep God first in everything that you do. Literally. And I'm not talking about the typical, oh yeah, I believe in God. I'm talking about keeping God first, praying every day, making sure that He can hear you, making sure that He knows that, making sure that He knows that you want Him to be relevant. You know, God first through everything, through being a mechanic, God first. You know, I promise you, it don't matter what I do. I think about God every day, every day, all day, in everything that I do. That's how you keep God first. Soon as I mean, it's crazy. It's like when I eat, I think about God. When I sit down and watch TV, whenever I do that, I think about God. When I take a nap before I doze off, I think about God. Literally. Yes, because it is a blessing to have life. Do you not know how many people didn't wake up at the same time that you woke up? Do you not know how many people did not take another breath when you were able to take a breath? Man, you don't dare want to have to leave this earth. Um, you don't dare want to have to leave this earth without without any change within yourself. I feel bad for the people that left this earth and they changed nothing about themselves. They didn't even want to learn. Seriously. But anybody that wants to donate to the Cash App is pinned below. If you want to, I don't even know if Cash App accept 50 cent. I was gonna say I don't care if you donate 50 cent. $1 is fine. You know, I don't discriminate. You said you and your husband are amazing. I'm so glad. Man, look, hey, I'm glad that you appreciate us and acknowledge, the wisdom that we have, that we try to give to other people. I'm very grateful that you acknowledge that. So I appreciate you anyway for being human. I appreciate you for engaging. I appreciate you for coming out and saying that. A lot of people are so stubborn that they don't even want to fix their, I wouldn't say fix their mouth, but fix their keyboards to say that. You said when the taxes hit. Look, a lot of people waiting on their taxes right now, man. You know, a lot of people is, and I'm just be honest, man. Y'all, this is my advice to people that's getting taxes or whatever. Whatever you do, don't spend it all at once because see, this country that we live in is so wicked and evil that what they're doing is giving the taxes out to everybody around the same time, right? And then they got these commercials on television, with the 25% off, 50% off, 70% off, buy one, get one free shoes. And I'm telling you, man, they trying to make people spend their money up. And also, y'all, don't get me wrong, by any means, if you got to catch up on your bills or whatever and you have an urgency to do that, then do it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, if you sick and tired of paying bills and you like, man, I just need this for myself. I'm always paying bills. I just want to do something. Do please make sure y'all take care of yourselves. Self-care is a must, especially in these times that we living in. Take care of yourself. Do something nice for yourself. You know, I encourage people to do that. Do something nice for yourself. Go get you a little haircut or something like that. Get you a nice shirt or whatever, or get you something that you always wanted for the house or something. Um, just whatever y'all do, man. Don't spend up all y'all money. I promise you, I had to learn my lesson from that before, man. I remember one time I had got some taxes and I got way too happy and I spent it up within a week. And I was sitting up there looking real crazy. I'm like, man, I shouldn't have never did that. What? And then I'm steady pulling receipts out of my bag. I'm pulling receipts out of my purse, receipts from underneath my bed. And I'm just looking at how long the receipts are and how much I spent. And I said, yep, this is exactly why I'm broke now. You know? So I learned my lesson from that. I'll never do that again. And I'll make sure that I prioritize, the next time I prioritize if I feel like if I feel like it's an urgency to pay a bill, it's gonna get out the way. I'm gonna pay it, it's gonna be out the way. But if I feel like, man, look, it's not that I don't wanna pay my bills, it's the fact that I just need to do something for self. Like, come on, y'all. When are we gonna ever realize that we're doing more for paying bills than doing for yourself? A lot of people don't have an opportunity to take care of themselves because they always taking care of the bills, paying this bill, paying that bill, back to back to back. See, this is my thing. You say, for instance, your light bill is due and you make sure that you always pay your light bill, you always on time, but you just need the money. You just need that 150 to yourself. Man, if you don't make a sacrifice, real talk, your lights ain't gonna get shut off immediately because you don't pay it. People really be tweaking. They really think that, oh my God, if I don't pay this bill, my lights gonna be shut off. My gas gonna be shut off. I'm telling you, it's a build-up. It's really a build-up. Now, well, at least I know that in Chicago, that you have to go months without paying your bills in order for them to give you a shut off notice. And even if they give you a shut off notice, you can go and get that handled, you know? Get that shit, just show that you going through a financial hardship and you're receiving public assistance at the moment and you can't afford to keep paying the bill. And I'm not saying like everybody go do this. I'm just saying, some people just want to take care of themselves and they have to It's like, man, either I do something for self or I pay this bill. If I pay this bill, I won't have nothing. Um, you said get pulled over and hand them a receipt. Real talk, real talk. I had receipts everywhere, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm a clean person. Clean person. I make sure my everything is well kept. But one thing I kept around was receipts. Oh yeah, I always kept receipts, and I still do to this day. You know, receipts is my evidence. Um, you said if you need help, your friends got you. I don't got no friends, Jonah. I'm gonna be honest with you. My friend is my husband, literally. And people don't believe me when I say this, but I'm 7 years strong, no friendships. Okay, so I'll say this. 2 years ago, I thought I had a friend, but I guess that was just a person that, a female that I would just hang out with and talk to and share a little bit of common sense with, and she'll share a little bit of common sense with me. But it wasn't a friendship. Because if it was, it would have still lasted. You said, that's what's up. So, hubby is your only friend? Dude,
Hmm?
Jonah said you his only friend.
Mm-hmm.
This ass is up here sleep, Jonah. He is knocked out. I thought he was woke, but kind of figured that he's not, especially when he turned the air on and he likes to keep me freezing. So, yeah, turn that air off now. Now.
Gotcha.
Bro, it feel like we in Alaska right now. What is wrong with you? You said, except my wife. Yeah, our husbands and wives is our best friends. And I appreciate him for being my everything. He's my best friend. He's my um man. And you know what's crazy? I always wanted a male best friend. And the male friends that I had in the past, they was just extremely, man, they ass was weird. I ain't gonna lie. It was really because um you know how men are. They can't resist after a while. It's like, oh man, I like you. Okay, well, we're done being friends then. If that was your intentions the whole time, we done. And you know what? Females too. It's not just men. Females be like that too. And that's why a lot of friendships I had to ditch and throw in the trash, because a lot of these women are perverted as well. It's like bestie, bestie, hey bestie, hey best friend, and the whole time they really just interested in you, you know. And I'm talking about woman to woman. These women out here be attracted, and it's crazy because you would think like, oh, she got a boyfriend, this my friend, or this is my best friend and she got a man. And I had one best friend a while back that was married, and she was still acting like she was attracted to me. Not acting, but she really was. She even told me. And it was sick. It was weird. It was like, bro, you're married. And I don't even operate that way. I have a man. Like, I'm not interested in women, you know? And it threw me off. It threw me completely off. Oh, nah, you not weird. Nah, you absolutely not weird. You know, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure, bro, you not with the rainbow community, and neither is he. So, y'all are two straight men with wives, and there's nothing weird about that. And you definitely not weird because he acknowledges his supporters. That's the thing. It's just the fact that his support, man, they be so weird, creepy, and what was the other one? And deceiving. And they would literally exchange their information with him and act like they're all for him. They on his side. They rocks with him. They was going as far as to emailing him Jonah. They was texting his phone, acting like they the biggest support Jonah. Whole time, fake as I don't know what. You wanna know why? Because they never. All it took was for him to ask them for a little hand or some help. If you such a huge support, right? Like, man, why you run when I ask you for help? It's like they'll say they don't have it, right? Which, okay, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. But why you running though? Why we can't talk anymore? Why you not my support no more? Because I asked you for a little hand. Like, that's these people be weird like that. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm telling you. That's why the fact that you still one of his moderators still standing to this day, that's what's up. Cause he had went through a lot of moderators and he had to take the wrench away from them because they was just extremely fake. Just and I told him, I was like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. These people gotta earn that wrench. They gotta earn that. You see, I don't have no moderators on my channel. Only person that's the moderator is my husband. Um, and the I did have a few moderators on my channel before, women, and they was just so inconsistent and just so phony and fake. And one of my moderators from a while ago, a few years ago, um, she started. This chick literally started acting like she wanted to battle with me through every live stream. Like, she was supposed to be my moderator, but she was going against me as my moderator. And instead of saying, could you please just take my wrench away? I don't want to moderate anymore. I'm not interested in your channel. She just started to show that she's not interested by like saying little stupid off the wall stuff. So I started to confront her, and then, you know, when I confronted her about it, she was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I didn't say that. I didn't do that. I'm like, here we go with the narcissism. Taking that wrench away. Going about your business, ma'am. Man, hey, look, look. I told him. He was just telling me earlier. Um, he was like, I'm so grateful that you in my life because you helped me to define myself being with you. I know who I am. He said I gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge from being with you. And I told him, I'm like, look, I appreciate that, but you really got to give yourself thanks because you actually had the ability in the consciousness to say, hey, this is the change that I want. I want to change this about myself. Or I do want to listen to what she's saying. I do want to take in what she's saying. Like, you know, um, so yeah, man. And I'm going to tell you the same thing, Jonah. I appreciate it, but you really got to thank yourself too. Because you didn't have to come on our platforms and listen to us and take in anything that we saying. You can be just like everybody else out here, extremely carnal minded and selfish and ungrateful. But the good thing is you're not like that, you know? And the good thing is you don't want to live like that. So, um, and I was telling him, I said, man, I've always been like this my whole life. Like, I've always helped people to define themselves and understand who they are while I'm trying to understand who I am. It's crazy because it was always easy for me to help somebody else with themselves than it was for me to help my own doggone self with myself. You know, I guess I cared too much about people more than myself. And then as I got older, I started to grow to love myself more and cherish every moment of my life. And then I started to go in for the change. I'm like, man, I want to change, man. I'm tired of being this way. And I just want to be different. I want to change. I don't want to be like the rest of these females out here. I don't want to be the old Danny that I used to be a long time ago. I'm tired of that, you know. So people can sit here and they can say whatever they want to say about me because they think that they know me. They think that they know who I am, but you really don't. You don't. I know me better than you do. And it took time and effort to know me. It really did. It took time for me to know myself. A lot of y'all out here don't even know y'all selves. Y'all live y'all lives off of opinions from other people or opinions offline. You live your life off of the latest trends. You don't live your life for God. You don't live your life for yourself. Can't even tell me that you do. And I don't even want to hear that, oh, yes, I do because I am working. Of course, that's what everybody says. You know, they're working, or it's just like some sort of unrealistic ass success that they just want to call out. Oh, I got my degree. You know, um, it's unrealistic. Why did I say that? Because it's not gonna take you anywhere further than, you know, because you can have a degree. Yeah, you can have a degree. You can make a lot of money. You could be as rich as I don't know what. But see, do you have any consciousness though? Like, can you think for yourself? Do you have any type of wisdom, any knowledge? You know, are you close with God? You know, so you can be all of those things. You can be the number one top doctor in America. You know, but the thing is, like, do you really know who you are? Do you know yourself though? You know, did you allow yourself to go through trial and error so that you can know who you are? Exactly. Have $1 million and be ignorant as I don't know what. Come on now, y'all know these politicians. Look at them. They rich as I don't know what in office and just ignorant and racist and, man, all of the above. So just because you got a lot of money, just because you have a degree, just because you go to church every Sunday, it doesn't mean that you're a great person. Does it? And this is for the people, most importantly, that feel like, well, I go to church on Sundays. That's good for you. But just because you go to church every Sunday does not necessarily define who you are. Just because you get up and yell out, yes, Pastor, preach. That's what I'm talking about. Doesn't necessarily mean that you know who you are. Do you know who you are? That's one of the biggest questions. That's one of the biggest questions. Yes, I know who I am. I'm a mother. I have 5 children. That's what's up. But do you know who you are, though? You calling yourself a mother because you have 5 children. And man, let me say something about that. Jonah, a lot of these parents out here, parents, they call themselves mothers and fathers and stuff like that because they have their children, they have custody of their children is in their care. But see, my thing is, you're not really taking care of your child though. Just because your kids is in your care doesn't necessarily mean that you're taking care of them. Doesn't necessarily mean that you training them up correctly, because what are you really saying to your child? Do you even say anything to your child? Or do you just pack their lunch or give them lunch money and you going about your merrily way and you going on to work and they going on to school, and then it's hours before you see them again? And then when you do, you wake up and you do the same thing over and over again. What exactly are you teaching them? Are you teaching them the true lessons of life? And I'm not talking about, oh, the typical go to school, get your education, leave school, get you a high school diploma, you go to college, get you a degree, live a successful, happy life, end up retired, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. Are you really teaching them like the real life lessons though? Are you really teaching them how we were being lied to our whole entire lives by this evil, corrupt, wicked system? Are you teaching them that these holidays is a lie? Are you teaching them that these politicians are liars? Like, what are you really teaching them? Are you teaching them about their mindset? Right, right. It don't make you holy. Holidays were put in place not only to make money, but because the devil wants everybody's souls. And if you look at all of these holidays, there is a evil origin behind each and every last one of these holidays. And it doesn't include God in it. It doesn't at all. Not on it. Christmas don't either. You know? Christmas don't. They lied about Christmas. They lied about Thanksgiving. Every holiday that you can think of, it was a complete lie. And by the way, we are 4 years in, no celebrating holidays. 4 years in. New Year's Eve is another lie. And y'all can actually go on my channel, on my Jonah, you can actually go to my live stream that I did on New Year's Eve. Just this past New Year's Eve. And a lot of people that came in there, they was very grateful to learn the truth about it. Exactly. God is with us every day, not just on the holiday. He is with us every day, right? And they try to make it seem like Christmas is about God. No, it's not, bro. They say, oh yeah, he was born on December 25th. Where is it? Could you point it out in the Bible? What information do you have that indicates that Jesus was born on December the 25th? You know? Because if you type it in Google, of course Google is going to tell you that. But then they're going to contradict at the same time and say that there is really not a scripture in the Bible that specifically states Jesus was born on December the 25th. No. He didn't tell us to celebrate Thanksgiving. He didn't. And you know what? These lies, these lies that our family members told us, they made it seem like it was a mandatory thing that we had to celebrate holidays and stuff. Um, just complete lies. Everything was a lie. Everything. I mean, literally everything. We gotta uncondition ourselves from the lies that we were told. Whatever you do, Jonah, I'm gonna encourage you, to not train the girls up with this fairy tale lie of, oh, your tooth fell out, put it under the pillow, tooth fairy. You know what I'm saying? Just don't even, let's uncondition ourselves from that and uncondition your children. Even if they even if they already know about it, uncondition them from it. Simple. I just had to uncondition my oldest child from the lies that was told to us about who Jesus was, that lie, that false picture that they keep showing us of Caesar Borgia, that is not Jesus. The white Jesus that they keep showing us, I had to uncondition her from that. And she was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know." And I was just telling her like a lot of things that you were taught is is gonna have to get washed out of you. And I said, it might be hard for you because you're still young. She was like, "No, mom, no, I actually like the truth. I love knowing about the truth. That's what's up." Because being that you love the truth and you like knowing about the truth, I hope you ready. Because it's a lot of truth that's about to be exposed to you. You know, when I found out a lot of things that was a lie, I was extremely shocked. But I didn't I did not let the lies lead me to destruction though. A lot of these people, they find out that they've been lied to all this time, about politics or lied to about holidays, and they self-destruct. They end up creating a situation for themselves as to where they get locked up in prison or end up dead, you know, behind this, behind being lied to. A lot of people can't take the truth well, you know. They can't take the truth well. You gotta have a strong mind. You gotta be strong mentally to be able, spiritually actually. You gotta be very strong spiritually to be able to take in the truth, to handle the truth. But I'm about to get up off here soon because I feel like I'm waking my husband up with my voice, and I definitely want him to be able to get his sleep. He's been up providing, making sure we good all day. Yes, when you have a husband that washes dishes, that washes clothes, that would tell you to, baby, lay down, take you a rest, and let me handle everything. Take out the garbage, mop and sweep the floors, washing the dishes, taking care of the baby, and I'm talking about, man, a whole 9 yards. This is amazing, man. So I gotta let him get his rest. I appreciate you, Jonah, for coming in, and really appreciate you. You and your wife, y'all get y'all some rest, or you know, um, enjoy y'all night, man, and I wish y'all the best with the girls, and just prepare yourself for a new transition, for a new journey. And whatever you do, man, stay strong. Don't give up on them. I know times might get rough, it might get hard. Trust me, kids have they days and they moments where, man, they was, man, telling you them attitudes. They really be having real attitudes, but it's okay, man. Y'all gonna be an amazing family. I can already see it. And I just want to say I appreciate you. And you already know, bro. He gonna be back on in the morning, early in the morning. But you enjoy your night and God bless you. I'm out.